It's time now for US News with the queen of US showbiz, royal and political reporting, Kinsey Schofield. Hi, Kinsey.
Hi, you can call me David for the day. I saw that little beginning, and your improv skills are so incredible, Mark. I just love you.
You're too kind. I've been busking for years, but I haven't been found out just yet. Kinsey, great to see you. We need some sunshine on this dark February night. Let's talk about the royals. A possible peace deal between King Charles and his youngest son.
I mean, yes and no. We do anticipate that Harry and Meghan are going to be invited to the coronation. The Express, confirmed that over the weekend. But reality is, Mark, this had to be done. This was going to be a PR nightmare if King Charles did not invite Harry and Meghan to the coronation, a topic that you and I have debated for months. So we do anticipate that they're going to be invited. We anticipate that they're probably, they'll be seated with the York girls, Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice, because they get along really well with the girls. But the palace is planning for 3 separate scenarios. Harry and Meghan show up, only Harry shows up, neither show up. They've asked the couple, they've asked everybody really to RSVP as quickly as possible, early April. So they are trying to plan so that King Charles is the focus of the coronation. However, admitting that they realize that Harry and Meghan would be a great distraction. Additionally, though, this is my favorite part of everything I've been reading about the coronation. A source close to the royal family says that Harry and Meghan should be prepared to talk to senior royals about nothing but the weather, which we can all understand. Those two can't keep their mouths shut. Loose lips sink ships.
Definitely right. What is your best guess? We won't hold you to this, but what is your best guess as to what will happen? Do we think it's Harry alone, perhaps?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Harry alone, but I also think that Meghan is savvy enough to realize that her value increases due to her proximity to the royal family. So, I think Meghan might suck it up and show up as well, because she likes Hollywood. She likes, getting large checks to talk to her friends on a podcast. She wants to keep that lifestyle.
They've caused a lot of trouble for King Charles and the family, but I personally would like to see both of them there because I think blood is thicker than water. What's your view? I
really would rather not see them there. I feel like they're so destructive, and I'm one of those people that if you hurt me and you hurt me bad, for self-preservation, I distance myself, and I wish that William and Catherine had that option. I wish that they had the freedom to do that. But your heart is in the right place.
Well, I try. Madonna, is her face in the right place?
You are so bad. I knew you were going to be all over this story. Our relationship with Madonna is wild. I'm going to have to take one for the team here and say, I sympathize with her, Mark. I know that everybody's giving her a hard time. She's been doing weird stuff to her face for a while, but it was her appearance at the Grammys that shut the internet down. People critiquing her cheeks and her face. And I think it's actually really hurt her feelings. She's called all of the chaos around this particular event misogynist. She said it was sexist, and she said this line, Mark: "I have never apologized for any of the creative choices I have made, nor of the way I look or dress, and I'm not going to start." It's hard to get old, Mark. I electrocuted my face for 30 minutes this morning. Have some sympathy.
You will never age. You're a timeless classic, like a Chanel suit. Now, can we ask you about Rihanna? For those that don't know, she's really one of the biggest singing stars in the world. She's beautiful. She's a multimillionaire. But somebody in a very high position of power and influence is not a fan.
Yeah, can I just say I never want to get on Donald Trump's bad side? Yes, Donald Trump is going after Rihanna. Rihanna, who actually hasn't performed in like 7 years, is performing tomorrow at the Super Bowl. And I have to be careful about talking about it because I'll be there. So I don't want to be critical. And then there's like a shot of me on TV twerking to Umbrella. So I'm going to watch my words. But apparently in, I believe it was 2019, around 2020, Rihanna said and did a couple of really hateful things towards Trump. She told Vogue that he was mentally ill. And then she went to this cool Cadillac place in Texas and wrote F Trump on a Cadillac. And so Trump tweeted, irate that she's performing at the Super Bowl this weekend, that she had no talent and that she owed everything she had to her stylist, basically saying she looks great. That doesn't necessarily say she can sing. But this is just the Hollywood elite giving us their opinion that we really don't want. I don't care who you vote for, and I like you better when I have no clue.
Definitely. Pretty ungentlemanly of Donald Trump, I would say, those remarks. What about Joe Biden, finally? He gave his State of the Union speech this week. Well, what is the State of the Union speech? Why is it so important?
Well, I would just say I'm so embarrassed for my country. And if somebody doesn't know what the State of the Union is and they didn't see the speech, I would prefer that they stay in that lane, Mark, because I have never seen anything like this. It's where both parties are supposed to get together. Joe Biden is supposed to say, here's what we've accomplished and here's what's on the horizon. And we are supposed to unite and be excited about the future of our country. And unfortunately, it was clown town, Mark. We had Republicans sitting in the back screaming that he was a liar. Aside from Joe Biden fibbing numerous times and slipping and sliding all over his script, he can't read a teleprompter to save his life. It was just such a poor reflection of my country, and I apologize in advance. It was so embarrassing.
Well, listen, your contribution was quite the opposite. Thank you for joining us live, I think, from Phoenix in Arizona. I do hope you haven't gone there to retire.
No, I'm going to go to the Super Bowl, and I'm rooting for the Phillies. This is my Diana in her Philadelphia's Eagle Jacket T-shirt, so I am well prepared.
Come on, those Phillies. Enjoy the game, and we'll catch up in a week's time. The fabulous queen of US showbiz, royal and political reporting, Kinsey Schofield, who's going to the Super Bowl. Did you know that crime actually drops when the Super Bowl is happening? It's like the FA Cup final times 100 in America.